Now, the ANC KZN Provincial Conference might not get underway as 4 regions have now approached the Pietermaritzburg High Court to interdict it. We understand that those proceedings were due to begin around 60 seconds ago. Let's go live to Pietermaritzburg. Siphamandla Goge, good afternoon to you. You're covering that story for us. So first up, which are the regions, and perhaps more importantly, why are they embarking on this process?
It's Moses Mapida region, it's some parts of Ukhahlamba region, Lower South Coast, as well as Herikwala. They are saying the processes leading up to branch general meetings were rigged. In other words, they are saying those BGMs which set before some regional conferences and the provincial conference, which was meant to start this afternoon in northern part of the province at the University of Zululand, those processes were rigged. They want the court to interdict that conference.
What recourse then are they seeking when you say interdict the conference? Are they looking for this to be scrapped? Are they looking for some sort of postponement? Because this process has been going on for some time now.
Indeed, they just want this to be stopped. They don't want it to be postponed. They say it must be stopped. In the past, when we have interviewed them, because this is not a new call, they have threatened legal action before. They said this conference, this provincial conference, must not be convened before the general elections in 2019. They claim that there is a lot of political work that still needs to be done in these 4 regions. You would recall that the NEC and the NWC of the ANC gave a go-ahead for this conference to be convened, because the majority of branches in KwaZulu-Natal said they want this conference. So the applicants, I spoke to 2 of them inside court. They say they want this to be halted, not to continue. They want the National Executive Committee and the National Working Committee of the ANC to come back to KwaZulu-Natal and address some of the outstanding issues related to gatekeeping and the manipulation of processes. But also, they are citing political killings in the province. They say the political environment is not conducive for the provincial conference to be convened.
Has this taken senior party representatives in KwaZulu-Natal by surprise, I wonder, given not less than 24 hours ago, senior party figure Zikalala was saying it was all systems go?
You're mentioning Zikalala. I saw him 15 minutes ago inside court, and together with the chairperson of the ANC Youth League in KwaZulu-Natal, Kwazim Shengu. I also asked the NEC member, Notawe Mafu, who leads the deployees of the NEC in KwaZulu-Natal. She says they were taken by surprise. They didn't expect this. Yesterday, she was really saying they are happy with the preparations. The conference will go ahead. I interviewed her shortly inside. She said to me they were surprised. They didn't expect this, but they will abide by whatever decision the court grants.
How is this going to go down then with the other branches that have voted to go ahead with this process?
Indeed, it will further divide the ANC, because the majority of the branches in KwaZulu-Natal voted yes for the provincial conference. When the NEC and the NWC came down to KwaZulu-Natal, they visited all the regions in KwaZulu-Natal, but the majority of branches of the ANC in the province, they called for the provincial conference. So we expect that this will further divide the already divided ANC. It will not help the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, as they are busy trying hard to unite.
This all, of course, happening in the past 2 or 3 hours. I'm wondering, Siphamandla, if there's been any word yet from Luthuli House?
We haven't heard anything from Luthuli House, because even the NEC member that I spoke to, Notawe Mafu, of course, she's representing the NEC. She's leading the deployees of the NEC in KwaZulu-Natal, but there's not been any official comment from Luthuli House. Of course, this is a developing story. We will try by all means to get a comment from the national chairperson, Kwere Mantashe, who is due to open the conference. Our colleague, Xoli Mngambi, is at the University of Zululand. We will be trying to get a comment from Pule Mabe, who is the spokesperson of the ANC, to hear what Luthuli House has to say about this. But of course, you would recall that the entire NEC of the ANC gave go-ahead to this conference.
All right, Siphamandla Goge, thank you very much indeed. The ANC KZN Provincial Conference then slated to get underway at the University of Zululand might not get underway as 4 regions have now approached the Pietermaritzburg High Court to interdict it. That court case is currently underway, a story we will continue to follow throughout the course of the afternoon.